Okay, I'm here. Yes, I am. I always do these interviews. No, it's my camera right here. I got my little camera that I got from my wife, and I'm talking to Dr. Ada Fisher of North Carolina here for the Republican National Committee meetings. Dr. Fisher, for those of my readers who do not know who you are, tell us all about yourself. I understand you have written a book, but I don't know more than that.
Well, do you have an hour or 15 minutes or 5 minutes?
I'll take whatever time you'll give me.
I'll give you all day long. I wrote a book called Common Sense Conservative Prescriptions, Solutions for What Ails Us. You can buy it on Amazon.com, and it's a great book. It gives you a synopsis of what has happened in Republican politics, why Republicans have struggled in terms of elections. But more than that, it gives you a lot of history and background of the United States and the Republican involvement in a very positive way. And the bulk of the book is dedicated to problems such as abortion, such as housing, such as unwed mothers, and how we deal with those in a way that's effective and compassionate without kicking people out. And those are some of the solutions that's there. But I particularly like my solutions as they relate to the green world. Because people say the Republicans are not green. And they forget it was Roosevelt who started the national parks. It was Richard Nixon who did the EPA. And it's Ada Fisher, who's a biology major and cares deeply and greatly about what happens to the world that we live in.
Now, Dr. Fisher, one of the things I've noticed here in Massachusetts when I see Republicans running, you see a lot of Republicans running away from the party rather than selling why the party is something that's good.
Well, you'll never find me running away from the party. What you will find me is very frustrated with the media for trying to portray the party as racist or narrow-minded or anti-environment or things that we're not. We're the party of fiscal conservatism. And what that means is you don't spend money you don't have, and you regard other people's money as very precious, and so you're very careful about how you spend that money. That often makes you look bad. But you know, the last time I looked at my bank book, I couldn't spend what I didn't have in the bank book, and I couldn't print my own money. And when I'm in debt, they stand outside to either take my house or take me to jail if I do what the United States is now doing with money.
Now, these are very basic things that my parents taught me and their parents taught them, but culturally it's as if we've walked away. Shouldn't this be an actual easy sell for Republicans? You know, you take care of yourself, you're going to do all right?
Well, it should be an easy sell, but we had something happen in the meantime that people hadn't anticipated. We have had a drop in manufacturing in the United States. We have had a drop in jobs, which people have an opportunity to have a leg up. And we have switched into a paradigm that says the people who are more rural, who are more hands-on kinds of people, have been displaced by a high-tech world. Well, we're running out of high-tech jobs too. Though people try to sell us on immigration to bring people from other countries because of these high-tech jobs, we have over 2,000 engineering programs probably in this country. So are you telling us that those programs aren't good? And what I hear people saying is those programs aren't doing what we need to move the world forward. And therefore, we need to figure out how to bring the world forward on our terms rather than taking other people's terms to develop our world. The Republican Party has to tell its own story. We have to define ourselves and quit letting other people define us. And that's hard when you don't control the media. I don't know a media-friendly kind of newspaper. Most of them have supported Obama and Democrats traditionally, and it's very rare to find media-friendly. You have the National Review, you have some of Fox TV, but by and large, the rest of the media has sort of said, Republicans, thou art evil, and we are not going to help you change that perception by looking at reality.
If there's one thing you'd like to see come out of these meetings over the next 3 days, what would it be?
Well, the tone of the meeting is something that I think we'll have to look at. I haven't really put an agenda together for 3 days. I'm trying to put an agenda together for 4 years. My term is 4 years, and I'm trying to help put an agenda together that helps us elect a Republican president. In my state, we have a Senate seat that's available, and I want to bring Hagen back home Kay Hagan back home to North Carolina and put a Republican in that seat. We have 3 district seats in Congress that we might be able to capture. And so I'm trying to figure out a strategy to help us get those children or women in Congress so that we can represent the state even more.
Okay, Dr. Fisher, in closing, can you push your book one more time? What's the title of the book and where can you buy it?
My book is called Common Sense Conservative Prescription, Solutions for What Ails Us. You may buy it through Amazon.com. And I wish I'd have known I was going to be here. I have the book here, and I'll bring it down, and you can get a picture of it for your meeting.
I'll do that, and maybe I'll have you on my radio show, and you can talk about the book some more.
All right.
Dr. Fisher, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for inviting me.